Hi friends, welcome to Air to Earth Tarot. I'm Ange and I'm really excited to be back reading for you all. I needed to take a brief break because my laptop broke, and so angles are going to look a little different. I'm on a smaller device, but all is well, and I'm just happy to be back. So I'm going to be reading a little bit differently just in terms of what I'm saying as I'm reading the cards, but everything else will be pretty much the same. Just want to demystify a lot of this stuff so that the environment is more inclusive. So I put up a video about that and where I'm coming from with all that, so make sure you check that out. What else? So this is going to be for Aquarius for the month of December 2020. We are going to look at love, we're going to look at career, and then we're going to look at personal development, some things that you need to be thinking about just in terms of your personal growth. And then we will end it with an animal oracle card, and you can look at that as advice. Okay, so excited to get into it. Unfortunately, I cannot, once I pull the cards, what I'm going to do is tilt the camera down so that you can just see what the cards are, and then we're just going to have to be on at this angle, and I'll show you the cards a little different than usual because of the device. So I think it won't make too much of a difference. So without further ado, let's get into our reading for Aquarius for the month of December 2020. What do we have for Aquarius for December 2020? What do we have for Aquarius for December 2020? Nice. We got the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. That's in love. What do we have in career for Aquarius? Spirits, guides, angels, ancestors. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. That's a very solid energy. And personal development for Aquarius, please, for December 2020. Whoa. Got the Magician in reverse. What else for Aquarius? Thank you. Judgment. Alrighty, I'm going to show you what came out. What's the point? It's upside down, so I might as well just show it to you as I read. Okay, Aquarius, so in love, we got the Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Star card, which is, of course, your energy, Aquarius energy. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Star card. This, overall, if it looks like things are rolling. Things are, rolling along for you, Aquarius. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is talking about an energy of relaxation, you know. So what right now, Aquarius, has you feeling at ease, has you feeling relaxed? And a lot of times it's not that it's something new in your life that's making you feel that way, but what has you accepting that right now? What has you accepting life as it comes? And see if you can hone in on that and keep it in your arsenal, if that makes sense. With the Star card, there is there is a faith element to this. So, and I have a podcast episode on this, on faith, asking, you know, like, what do you believe in? You know, like, what do you believe in no matter what drives you? What drives your actions, your thoughts? where do you direct your faith, I guess would be a good way to put it, and do those things give you peace, give you a sense of relaxation. Like I said, the Two of Pentacles can be about juggling a lot and feeling overwhelmed. So in the reverse, I'm reading it as, relaxation, managing things better. And this is in the love department. So, this could be with a partner. This can be with family. But it just feels really easygoing right now. So Aquarius, I would ask, what has you feeling at ease? What makes you feel at ease? Who makes you feel at ease? Whose company do you really enjoy? And how do you treat that connection? How do you treat that person, if it is a person, or those people? And also the star talks about what you bring to the table uniquely. And so I think there's a thread of appreciation. How do you show appreciation? How do you recognize appreciation? Is it a ritual? Is it a phone call? Is it a text? Is it, my family and I, we do monthly Zoom meetings where we just meet. It's something cool that we've kind of started because of COVID. So, Aquarius, I would ask you, sorry if you hear my baby niece yelling. Aquarius, I would ask you, what do you do to show appreciation for yourself and for others? And how does that feed this relaxing sort of stable kind of energy, where you can count on someone or something? In career, we have the King of Pentacles, probably one of the best cards you can have in career. The King of Pentacles talks about managing your finances, managing your physical space really well. So this could be how you arrange your home, how you arrange your room, whatever your space looks like, how you dress, how you arrange yourself, also. But it looks like you're in a space that is just really stable, and if that is in terms of career, then that's something to really be thankful for, Aquarius, because a lot of people do not have that right now. So if you find yourself with a stable job, stable money, for whatever reason that it is COVID safe, then great. Maybe find a way to show that appreciation to someone, to yourself, or just take a moment and say, like, wow, I'm pretty lucky. I think that counts too. Accompanied by the Four of Wands, which is also a card of stability, of a certain relaxation, just moving right along is what I'm getting, moving right along, chilling. So I would challenge you to ask yourself, what am I doing to create stability in my life? What am I doing to maintain stability in my life? What is the connection between material stability and internal stability? Do I feel better when I have tons of money in the bank? Who doesn't, right? Or do I not? Do I not feel any more secure when I have money or when I have a job versus when I don't? These are really important questions to ask yourself. But like I said, if you find yourself in a position where you are stable, you don't have to worry about things financially right now, multiple streams of income, side jobs, that kind of thing, where you're covered, then kudos to you. Kudos, Aquarius. And in personal development, we have the Magician. It came out in reverse, but that is upright. Magician's always a cool card. So the Magician archetype, if you will, or energy, it talks about creating. It talks about being in the beginning stages of a journey. It comes after the Fool in the major arcana. So this is Whoa. This is kind of admitting to yourself what you want out of a situation, what you want out of life, if you want to make it broad. But admitting it to yourself. And the reason I use the word admitting is because there's a certain amount of courage that comes along with wanting something, with really wanting something, especially if it's something big, something in life. So that's why I say admit, because sometimes if we're on the cowardly side of things, then we won't even admit it to ourselves. We won't admit that we want something. But I would ask yourself, Aquarius, what do you want in life? What's the next step? What does success look like a year from now? Is it maintaining? Is it a new job? Is it starting a family? Is it, something new entirely, a new project that you're working on? What is it? What's the next step? What's going to bring you happiness and fulfillment in the future? It's accompanied by the Judgment card. So the Judgment card comes at the end of a journey, the Major Arcana journey. So there is sort of a juxtaposition here. So I would challenge you to ask yourself, Aquarius, what are you ready to kind of close the door on in your life? What are you ready to stop functioning as a major part of your life? What are you ready to close the book on? What are you ready to end the chapter on? Like, what are you ready to put in its place? So what is that, like, come to Jesus moment? What is that come to Jesus conversation? And maybe it is a conversation that needs to be had for some of you. But what is that, and what does it look like, and how can you take steps toward it? Especially if it is going to bring more fulfillment, more of this King of Pentacles, Four of Wands kind of energy. But there is something that you seem to desire. So ask yourself, what is it? So we're going to clarify what we have here, dig a little bit deeper, ask more important questions. But honestly, it doesn't feel or seem like anything too pressing going on right now, Aquarius, at least in the month of December. So let's dig deeper. Can we clarify the cards on the table, please? What's up with this Two of Pentacles in reverse and Star card? I'll try and give you some action here. All right, we got the Five of Swords in reverse for love. What's up in career for Aquarius, December 2020? We got the Ten of Wands. And what's up with personal development for Aquarius, December 2020? What's up with this Magician and Judgment card? Magician in the reverse. Can we clarify the Magician and the Judgment card, please? In personal development. Come on, if you want to come out, come on out. Got a lot of jumpers, but they're flipping back over. There we go. Okay. The Five of Wands. Okay, so in love, we got the Five of Swords in reverse. I'll show it to you upright. The Five of Swords talks about conflict. It can be conflicting ideas. It can be conflicting people, not seeing eye to eye, arguments, fights, that sort of thing. It can be you feeling like people pull you down, or a certain weight that you feel. So my question for you, Aquarius, would be, who or what makes you feel like that? And what have you done about it? Now, if I read these literally, I would say that you have truly decided to let something go that makes you feel worn down, tired, how you feel after a really big fight, exhausted. That's what most people feel like, defeated, those types of things. So if I were reading it literally, I would say that you have, you're tired of fighting and you're ready to give it up. You're ready to give up whatever you had to give up, sacrifice whatever you had to sacrifice in order to be able to walk away in one piece. So it's kind of like a truce kind of energy. So what is that? Like I said, who or what makes you feel exhausted? And I would challenge you to ask yourself, what is it worth to continue the fight? Like, what are you holding on to? Is it pride? Is it just a sense? Is it ego? Is it, not wanting to feel a sense of loss or defeat, wanting to win, those kinds of things. A lot of times that's what keeps us fighting with people and things and situations and contending, and we're exhausted. So I would just challenge you to ask yourself, like, what's it worth to stay in a fight? In love, we have the Ten of Wands, clarifying. The Ten of Wands can be about kind of the end of a journey in terms of desires and passions. It's in career, so I'm reading it in terms of your career. But like, what's the next step, I guess, would be my question for you, Aquarius. That maybe it's time to start planning for the next step. And I know that can make people anxious. Don't let it overcome you in that way. It's okay to always be thinking about the future in a calm way. And if you have the stability that it looks like, just in terms of the cards, are saying, then it might be a good time to calmly plan when things are good, not when you're in crisis mode and your energy is being sucked in a million directions because you're trying to put things together. If you are feeling stable and together, I would say that that's probably the best time to plan for the next step. So looking really good in career, Aquarius. And in personal development, another 5, we have the 5 of Wands, which is, again, giving me just that, like, what's the next step? Like, this is done. Like, it looks like war was had and you are the last one standing. So I would challenge you to look at this imagery and think about what situation comes to mind when I talk about things ending and thinking about the next step and new beginnings. What comes to mind? Because there's no doubt something comes to mind. So ponder that a little more. Find a way to find closure, maybe, in a situation. See what you can do to give yourself that closure, and then move on. Plan for the next step. So let's get an animal oracle card to close off this reading. How you doing? And that will be it for Aquarius. So again, you'll notice that I am reading a little bit differently. More questions, less statements. Demystifying the experience so that it's helpful for everyone, or as many people as possible. So let's get some advice for Aquarius for December 2020. What do we have for Aquarius for December 2020? What do we have for Aquarius for December 2020? Mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Again, Aquarius, I'm going to form it in a question. When you read that, or when I said it, that there's something out of balance in your life, what came to mind? And why? And I would challenge you to just sit and think about that for a second. Think about what's out of balance in your life. And if nothing comes to mind, then that's fine as well. That's a great sign if truly nothing comes to mind. But only you can say whether that's the truth or whether you're pushing things away, or, so try and slow down that process. And if something comes to mind, stay with it, evaluate it, look at it. It can only do you good, even if it doesn't feel great to begin with. Nothing worth having, no good comes without a little bit of discomfort. So, what's out of balance, and what can you do to correct it or find some more balance in your life? Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed the new style of reading. I rather enjoyed it. It was actually very calm. So me as a reader, I'm feeling really good about it. All information on decks that I use, on myself, on Air to Earth, and what we have going on will be in the description box below. And you can hit me up on Instagram with any questions, comments, concerns. I love to talk. So if you want to talk with me, hit me up there. Thank you so much, Aquarius. See you next time.